Hello from Dhaka. This is Tahmina Nupur and you are watching BSS News. At first, the headlines. 58.83% pass in higher secondary certificate and equivalent exams. Government wants education system to depict its real picture, says Education Advisor. Historic July Charter to be signed tomorrow. Shibir-backed panel sweeps 24 out of 26 central posts in CUCSU election. Israel threatens to resume fighting if Hamas doesn't respect Gaza truce deal. Now the details. 58.83% pass in higher secondary certificate and equivalent exams. The result of the higher secondary certificate and equivalent examinations for 2025 have been published today, Thursday at 10 a.m. The overall pass rate stands at 58.83%. A total of 69,097 students achieved the maximum grade GPA 5. Professor Dr. Khondokar Ehsanul Kabir, Chairman of Dhaka Education Board and also Chairman of the Inter-Education Board Coordination Committee, announced the results centrally at the Dhaka Education Board. This year, a total of 12,35,661 students took part in the examination under 9 general education boards, the Bangladesh Madrasa Education Board and the Bangladesh Technical Education Board. Among them, 6,11,446 were male students and 6,24,215 were female students. The pass rate among male students is 54.60%, while female students achieved a higher rate of 62.97%. A total of 59,232 more female students passed compared to male students. Female students also earned 4,991 more GPA 5s than their male counterparts. Under the 9 General Education Board, 10,47,242 students appeared and 5,98,166 passed, marking a pass rate of 57.12%. The Bangladesh Madrasa Education Board recorded a pass rate of 75.61%, while the Bangladesh Technical Education Board showed 62.67%. 8 overseas centers also held examinations this year. Out of 291 students, 279 passed with a pass rate of 95.88%. By board-wise results, in Dhaka Board it was 64.62%, in Rajshahi Board it was 59.40%, in Kumila Board it was 48.86%, in Jashore Board it was 50.20%, in Chattogram Board it was 52.57%, in Borishal Board it was 62.57%, in Sylhet Board 51.86%, in Dinajpur Board 57.49%, and in Mymensingh 51.54%. A total of 345 institutions achieved a 100% pass rate, while 202 institutions had no students passing. Government wants the education system to depict its real picture, says Education Advisor. Education Advisor Professor Dr. Chaudhary Rafiqul Abrar has said that the government wants the country's education system to reflect its true picture. He told a press conference at his ministry today, Thursday, after publication of the HSC and equivalent examination results 2025. Professor Dr. Abrar said that for many years the real crisis in the education system had been hidden to show good results in public examinations. The government, he said, now wants this culture to change. He congratulated the students who achieved good results and encouraged those who did not succeed, saying their hard work would never go in vain. Historic July Charter to be signed tomorrow. The much-awaited and historic July National Charter 2025 will be signed tomorrow, Friday. Chief Advisor and Chairman of the 7-member National Consensus Commission, Professor Mohammad Yunus, will grace the signing ceremony. The event will take place at the South Plaza at the Jatiyo Samsud Bhavan around 4 p.m. The July National Charter 2025 was earlier sent to political parties across the country. The 40-page dossier outlines key moments in Bangladesh's political history, from the colonial period and language movement of 1952 to the autonomy movement of 1966. Mass uprising of 1969 and the Liberation War of 1971. It also reflects on later political developments, including the return to democracy in 1979, the autocratic dominance between 2009 and 2024, and the controversial elections of 2014, 2018, and 2024. The Charter further recalls major democratic movements such as the 2018 road safety movement, the anti-quota movement, and the student-led anti-discrimination movement, which culminated in the mass uprising of July 2024. Shibir-backed panel sweeps CUCSU election. The Islamic Chhatro Shibir-backed Sompriti Shikkharthi Jot panel has secured a landslide victory in the Chattogram University Central Students' Union CUCSU election, winning 24 out of 26 central posts, including the Vice President and General Secretary positions. Chief Election Commissioner Professor Moniruddin announced the result around 5 a.m. today, Thursday, at the BBA Faculty Auditorium of the university. The election, he said, was held peacefully and in a festive atmosphere. In the Vice President race, Shibir-backed Ibrahim Hossain Roni won the 7,983 votes, defeating Sajjad Hossain, a Jatiyotawadi Chhatrodol-backed candidate who received 4,374 votes. In the General Secretary post, Soyod bin Habib, also from Shibir, won with 8,031 votes, defeating Mohammad Shafait Hossain of Chhatrodol, who bagged 2,734 votes. The only major exception was in the Assistant General Secretary post, where Jatiyotawadi Chhatrodol's Ayubur Rahman Tawfiq won with 7,014 votes, beating Shibir's Sajjad Hossain Munna, who secured 5,045 votes. While Tamanna Mahbub Priti from the Binirman Shikkharthi Oikko panel won the Assistant Sports Secretary position with 4,829 votes, defeating Shibir candidate Shah Paran Maruf, who got 4,594 votes. This was the first CUCSU election in over 3 decades. Israel threatens to resume fighting if Hamas doesn't respect Gaza truce deal. Israel's Defense Minister Israel Katz has warned that Israel will resume fighting if Hamas fails to honor the United States-backed ceasefire in Gaza. The statement came on Wednesday after Hamas handed over the remains of 2 more deceased hostages and said it could not recover others without specialized equipment. Under the ceasefire agreement brokered by the United States President Donald Trump, Hamas has so far released 20 surviving hostages in exchange for nearly 2,000 Palestinian prisoners. The defense minister said that if Hamas does not comply, Israel, in coordination with the United States, will act to achieve the total defeat of Hamas and fulfill all war objectives. Hamas armed wing, the Ezzedine al-Qassam Brigade, said it had handed over all living captives and the bodies it could access. Meanwhile, senior United States advisors said Hamas still intends to honor the deal. Tension grew further as Israeli National Security Minister threatened to cut off the humanitarian aid to Gaza if the remaining bodies are not returned. Israel has transferred 45 Palestinian bodies to Nasser Hospital in southern Gaza, bringing the total number returned to 90 under the Trump plan, which requires Israel to return 15 Palestinian bodies for each deceased Israeli hostages. That's all for today. For more information, visit bssnews.net. Thanks for watching.